For thousands of years, the greatest minds of humanity were obsessed with a single, impossible dream: alchemy. The mystical science of turning worthless lead into pure, glistening gold. Kings executed scientists who failed to do it. Empires collapsed chasing it. But then, about 300 years ago, a secret group of men accomplished the impossible. Only, they didn't turn lead into gold. They did something far more dangerous. They figured out how to turn nothing into money. They invented a system where wealth is no longer dug out of the earth, but conjured out of thin air. A system so beautifully engineered that it forces 99% of the global population to work until exhaustion, chasing a currency that was designed to lose value by design. Most people think they are poor because they don't work hard enough. The truth is, you are playing a game where the rules were written before you were even born, and the board is rigged against you. Welcome to the masterclass on the greatest trick ever pulled, the architecture of global debt. To understand how you became a prisoner of this machine, we have to look back at the merchants of Venice and Florence. Imagine a wealthy merchant named Leonardo. He owns chestfuls of heavy, physical gold. But walking around medieval Europe with gold is a suicide mission. Bandits are everywhere. So, Leonardo goes to a secure vault owned by a goldsmith named Giovanni. Giovanni takes the gold, locks it in his vault, and gives Leonardo a simple piece of paper. A receipt. It says, "The bearer of this paper can reclaim 100 gold coins from my vault at any time." Leonardo realizes something fascinating. When he wants to buy a ship or a house, he doesn't go back to get his gold. He just hands the piece of paper to the seller. The seller trusts Giovanni, so he accepts the paper. Suddenly, the paper becomes the money. Now, Giovanni the goldsmith is sitting in his vault, and he notices something weird. Months pass, even years, and nobody ever comes back to claim their actual gold. People are just trading his paper receipts in the market. And this is where the forbidden math was born. Giovanni thinks, if I have 1,000 gold coins in my vault, but nobody is checking, what stops me from printing 2,000 gold coins worth of paper? Or 5,000? I can lend this fake paper to desperate people, and charge them real interest on it. And just like that, the first banker discovered fractional reserve lending. He didn't create wealth. He created credit. He created debt. He realized that as long as everyone doesn't run to the bank at the exact same second, he controls the world. Fast forward to today. The goldsmith's vault has evolved into the central banking system, but the formula hasn't changed. It has only become terrifyingly efficient. When you walk into a bank to take a loan for a car, or a house, the bank does not take that money out of another customer's savings account. They don't have it. Instead, with a single stroke on a computer keyboard, they create that money out of nothing. New money equals the promise to pay. You think you are borrowing money. In reality, you are signing a contract that legalizes the extraction of your future energy. Let's look at the absolute math of a standard $500,000, 30-year mortgage at a 6% interest rate. Look at the numbers carefully. You bought a house worth $500,000. But by the end of the contract, you have paid the bank over $1 million. That extra $578,900 is not just money. It represents 15 to 20 years of your waking life, your mornings, your stress, your missing birthdays, your youth. You didn't just buy a house, you sold half of your life to the architects of the paper empire. Why does the 1% want you in debt? Because an indebted population is a compliant population. When you have a family to feed, a car payment due on the 1st, and a massive mortgage hanging over your head, you cannot rebel. You cannot take risks. You cannot quit the job that degrades your soul. You become the perfect, silent gear in their machine. The system is designed to keep you on a financial treadmill. If you run faster, they just increase the speed of inflation. If you work harder, the currency loses purchasing power. The forbidden truth is that wealth is not about how much money you make, it's about how much of your own life you actually own. Most people are financially illiterate because society needs you to be illiterate. It needs you to believe that buying things you can't afford, with money you haven't earned, to impress people you don't like, is the definition of success. But once you see the bars of the cage, you can begin to unlock it. The masters of wealth do not play the paper game. They don't save paper currency, they acquire hard assets. They buy businesses, they buy land, they buy production systems, things that inflation cannot destroy. They use leverage not to buy consumer liabilities, but to buy assets that pay for their lives. The paper empire only has power over you as long as you accept its illusions. The moment you decide to stop buying the distractions, start investing in your knowledge, and build your own leverage. You stop being the asset on someone else's spreadsheet. You become the architect of your own empire. If you are ready to stop playing their invisible game, hit that subscribe button, turn on notifications, and share this masterclass with the few minds ready to wake up. The illusion is fading. It's time to choose. See you in the next masterclass.